I do believe that this next division is going to be the hardest division to choose from. That's the NFC South. The Falcons are leading the charge at -115 to win the division, followed by the Buccaneers at +290, the Saints at +350, and then we all know who's in last, picking up the rear, the Carolina Panthers at +1100. Last year, these three teams, the top teams, the Falcons, the Bucs, and the Saints, came down to the wire. Again, another division that came down to the very last game of the regular season. And Baker re-signing, Mike Evans, there's a lot of hype around the Falcons. Can the Saints figure this out? I don't think it's the Saints.
Won a playoff game, Buccaneers, by the way.
I think they did. I think we're truthfully deciding
some trauma
between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even though the Saints made a charge at the end of the season, I think this comes down.
Yeah, can we just speak on their quarterback?
Right.
You gonna bet on it? Do you want to bet on him? I might do it like week to week. 18 games, that motherfucker might self-destruct.
I mean, here's the deal. I think they're -115 because they got Kirk Cousins and his back. I think that's the sole reason.
But what wasn't it similar last year? Weren't they like +150 last year? Like wasn't it because weren't the Bucs like pretty valuable last year?
Yeah, I think the Bucs.
Weren't the Bucs +200?
I think the Bucs were in third last year.
Yeah, they were like plus. They were like around.
I think the Saints were above them.
Yeah, I like to see. Here's my problem. Like I would legitimately auto Falcons. Like I swear on everything, I would auto Falcons here.
Okay.
Here's my one issue. I legit think like maybe I'm thinking too deep, but I really think there's gonna end up being like a Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts situation, or Carson Wentz, Nick Foles, or Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts type of situation out there, where like Kirk Cousins is on his last leg, maybe fighting some injuries, get banged up a little bit. Penix comes in, shows signs of being a baller, but they got to yank him back out because this guy's worth $180 million and he only sprained his ankle. So next game is Kirk anyway, and like Kirk might be okay. And you know how like shit like that starts happening. I have a weird feeling that's gonna happen in ATL and it's gonna fuck him up a little bit. But if Kirk stays healthy and can play the whole entire year, they have the talent to win this division by multiple games. I just don't know if I can bet on Kirk Cousins staying healthy. And like something about that signing, like you know when something's like it just has red flags, bro. If this was a boat going by in Schuylkill River, we would see millions of red flags off this boat and just be like, all right, we might just need to stay off that, John. The Bucs, like they got Baker back. They have an actual face of the franchise. Mike Evans is back. Like they won a playoff game last year. They're like +300. Lost a little bit on the defense. But some people would say those guys on the defense that they lost were actual liabilities. So we will see how that. Let's see the schedule. We'll see how that shapes out, though. It looks pretty good.
Also, I'm really happy. Like this, I think one of their best picks of their draft was right here, Jalen McMillan.
Okay.
I truthfully.
Kid's a baller. No, kid's a baller. Kid's a baller.
And then we knew they look at them bulking up defense here. Great pick for the. Pick 26 there, center. Let's look at the schedule. Favorable start, I would say at least 2 of those 4 games are. You start with the Commanders at home and then in Detroit, followed by home against the Broncos. The playoff rematch back in Tampa Bay against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then back-to-back away division matchups against the Falcons in Atlanta and the Saints in New Orleans. And then home against the Ravens and home against the Falcons, Chiefs, Niners, Giants.
I don't like how we get this. I don't like how they play the Falcons twice early, bro.
I do like it.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like how the schedule is so like teeter-totter, where it's like we get some good teams, and then a week later we get a bad team, and then we get a good team, and then a bad team. It's
like they got some look
you're
ahead.
You're going to have to win. Like, look at that stretch. You go Eagles, Falcons, Saints, Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, Niners.
Bro, they could look past the Broncos because they're playing us. They could look past the Saints because they're playing the last division game. But they could look past like the Giants or something, or like the Raiders because they're playing the Chargers, or even the Chargers because they're playing the Cowboys. Like they got a couple.
But to be fair, we did look at a Houston Texan and Indianapolis Colts schedule that looked like shit. So to see something like this where it's a little bit different. It's not as heavily favored towards the better teams. I like this schedule a little bit more, and I really like the value even better at +290.
I need to see the Falcons schedule.
Let's look at the Falcons schedule then. Because the value here is just making it that much better. Steelers, Eagles, Chiefs, Saints, Bucks, Panthers, Seahawks, Bucks, Cowboys, Saints. That's a pretty There's your start. Now we're into November. We're pre-Thanksgiving.
Holy fuck, this is a cakewalk.
Broncos, Chargers,
Holy fuck.
Vikings, Raiders, Giants, Commanders, Panthers.
Wait.
There's your
All right, we have to consider, if they don't win this division, bro, that might be a hard sell. I'm sorry. Guarantee Kirk Cousins is healthy for at least 2 games.
Holy
3 games.
shit.
If they, like, because realistically, what the Bucs going to do at best, I think this division wins 11 games. At best. There's no way it's 12. No shot it's 12. So can we get 11 here? Like, they should finish the season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 0. Maybe 6 and 0, I think.
They're losing against Giants.
Okay. Maybe even 7 and 0. I mean, the Broncos, 8 and 0, maybe the Saints. Like, bro, if they don't win this division, I actually think it's probably a sell.
Based on the schedule, I think we got to take the
Bro, look at that shit to end the season. And this is like all home.
So let's go from the Saints. From the Saints to end the season here. This is starting at November 10th in New Orleans, in Denver, home against the Chargers, in Minnesota, in Las Vegas, home against the Giants, in Washington, and then home against the Panthers.
Nah, if they fucked this up, I'm sorry. That's actually worse than 28-3. That's fucked if they fucked that up.
All right, we got to take it,
That's
right?
fucked.
I mean, 115? Right?
That is, yeah. I mean,
take that.
That's fucked, bro. Who made that schedule, bro?
Damn, bro, because I really wanted to take
Now
the
I
Tampa
see
Bay
why
Buccaneers.
that line's that line. It's not that might not be a Kirk line. That might be a schedule line, bro.
So the Falcons are our NFC South winner.